Unit 54. Modal Verbs. Модални глаголи. Модалните глаголи са спомагателни, те винаги се използват с други пълнозначни глаголи. Те изразяват едно отношение към глаголното действие, което ще идва след тях. Това са can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should, must. Okay? Modal verbs, auxiliary verbs, they are used with other main verbs. Така, това, което трябва да знаем. Important rules. Важни граматични правила по отношение на модалните глаголи. Два модални глагола заедно няма. Okay? Two modal verbs cannot be put together. Okay? Susan can or must sing, but not Susan must can. Внимание! На български казваме трябва да мога. В английският език не мога да използвам can в този случай. Не мога да кажа must can. Must be able. В този контекст, да. Be able вече е една структура, която ще използваме да заместим спомагателния can. Окей, number 2. След тях винаги имаме основна форма на глагол. Infinitive. Без to. I can sing. Not I can to sing. Wrong. Okay? Very important. Така, още. Те нямат спряжение. Тоест, S в трето лице, както и ing форми, ed форми вече за минало време. Така, т.е. не мога да кажа he cans или нещо от този род. I can, you can, he can, she can do something. Окей? Казахме, нямат причастие. Т.е. ing форми и съответно ed форми за минало време. Окей? Т.е. не образуват времена с окончание ing и ed. She can play or they have to study it. Sounds awful. This is wrong. Yes? Още веднъж, след модалните глаголи винаги имаме основна форма на глагол в infinitive, без to. I can do something. I must do something. I will do something. I should do something and so on. Така, всеки един от тях ще носи една идея, едно отношение към глаголното действие, което идва след тях. Например, can, ability. I can swim. Okay? I will swim. Will вече ще изрази действие за напред. Must. I must swim. Obligation. Yes. I should swim. Recommendation. Okay? And so on. Така, образуват въпроси с инверсия, т.е. те са тип спомагателни глаголи. Те ще приемат отрицание и ще стоят пред подлог при въпрос. Can you cook? Отрицателната форма се образува с добавяне на not. Ще имаме по-кратки форми, като can't, shouldn't, mustn't and so on. Изключение тук. Нямаме по-кратки форми с may. May not, might not. Нямаме mayn't or mightn't. Нещо от този род. Okay? И на практика това, което аз казах вече, показват отношението на говорещия към глаголното действие. Всеки един от тях ще носи една идея, едно отношение към глаголното действие на пълнозначният глагол, който идва след тях. They show the speaker's attitude. Okay? They have different meanings in different situations. Имат различни значения в различна ситуация. Например, can. I can do something. Ability. Способност. Okay? But if I say, you can't smoke here, you can't smoke here, you cannot smoke here, it shows that something is forbidden. Това ще показва, че нещо е забранено. Така. Must. Що се отнася до must? Окей. Трябва. Сега, в английският език ще имаме няколко думи, които на български ще превеждаме в този смисъл. Между тях ще има различен нюанс в смисъла. Що се отнася до must? Okay? Must expresses obligation, necessity, significant for the speaker himself. Okay? Must изразява задължение, необходимост, които говорещият счита за важни и съществени. Тоест, must изразява нашето отношение. Okay? I must finish my work before 6. This is what I think I should do. Okay? I don't feel very well. I must take an aspirin. Okay? Once again, this is what I think I should do. Really. You must be here by 6 or I'll go without you. I think this is really important. You must be here by 6. Okay? When we talk about the negative form, something really important, the negative form describes an action which is forbidden. Изразяване на действие, което на практика е забранено, изразява забрана. You must not. You mustn't smoke here. Не трябва да пушите тук. You are not allowed. You're not allowed to smoke here. You can't smoke here. Okay? You mustn't go out without a jacket. It's cold. Още веднъж, дори в този контекст, must по принцип изразява нашето отношение спрямо глаголното действие. Налага отношение. Не трябва, не бива. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we have a text here. Let's read it. I'm back home from work earlier than usual. I'm sick. I quickly make a cup of tea with lemon and go to bed. I drink the tea and phone my GP. She promises to visit me as soon as possible. When she arrives, I can't even get up to meet her. My sister opens the door. What's the matter with you, Dayana? I feel awful today. I can't speak. I sneeze a lot and I'm really dizzy. Let me see. Your temperature is high. You have a sore throat and you're very pale. Do you have a cough? Is your nose runny? Have you got a headache? Yes, I cough but not much. I have an awful headache. Well, sounds like flu. There are a lot of cases. You must stay in bed for at least 3 days and you mustn't go to work. You must drink plenty of liquids, take vitamins and cold Rex pills 3 or 4 times a day. You must take your temperature in the morning and in the afternoon, and don't hesitate to phone me if you feel worse. Thank you, Doc. Bye, Diana. Get well soon. Okay, what did you understand? How does Diana feel today? Does she feel well? Okay? No. So she is sick, which means she doesn't feel well. What does she do? She makes a cup of tea with lemon and goes to bed. Yes? Then she phones her GP. Okay? So when the doctor asks her how she feels, she says, I feel awful today. I can't speak. I sneeze a lot. Okay? Sneeze, кихам. And I'm really dizzy. To be dizzy or to feel dizzy, замаян съм. Okay? Let me see. Нека да видя. So, your temperature is high. You have a sore throat. Which means what? Throat, гърло. To have a sore throat, okay? Боли ме гърлото. You look pale. You are very pale. Блед. Okay? Do you have a cough? Кашлица. To cough, кашлям. To have a runny nose, да ми тече носът. Okay? Headache. главоболие. Внимание, думата е броимо съществително. You can say headaches too. Главоболия. Ache. Само ache. Болка. И боля също. Headache. Главоболие. Toothache. Зъбобол. Stomachache. Стомашни болки. Okay? So, and what does the doctor say here? What does it look like? It sounds like flu. Okay, flu, grip. And the doctor says there are lots of cases. Има много случаи. And what does the doctor say here? You must stay in bed at least 3 days. For at least 3 days. Okay, you mustn't go to work. Okay. You must drink plenty of liquids. It means lots of liquids. Take vitamins and cold red pills 3 or 4 times a day. Okay. And you must take your temperature. Внимание, наистина е добре да помним фрази. To take the temperature, да измеря температура. Внимание, много често ще имаме тази употреба на take. To take the pulse, да измеря пулса. To take the temperature, да измеря температурата. To take your blood pressure, да измеря кръвно налягане. Okay, and don't hesitate, не се колебай. And don't hesitate to phone me if you feel worse. Ако се почувстваш по-зле. Get well soon. Оправяй се. Така. Внимание, get е една дума, която ще използваме изключително често и звучи изключително добре с прилагателни в този смисъл. Ready. Готов. Get ready. Приготви се. Okay, to be well. Okay? Да съм добре. Get well. Оправяй се. Okay? Get показва една промяна към състояние. Така, ще говорим много за get. Okay, moving on. Now, a few questions. True or false? Diana goes back home later than usual. Actually, false. Why? She comes back home earlier than usual. Okay? Earlier, по-рано. Later, по-късно. Earlier than usual, по-рано от обичайно. Later than usual, по-късно от обичайно. Okay, 2. She doesn't feel well. True. Okay, she is sick. To be sick, to feel sick. Не се чувствам добре. Okay, 3. She phones her sister. False. She phones her GP. Her GP visits her. True. Okay. She coughs a lot. Okay, do you remember? Okay, what did she say there? Okay, she says, I cough but not much. Кашлям, но не много. I cough but not much. So, the answer is false here. Diana has flu. Yes, this is what the doctor says. Това е което казва лекарят. 7. She mustn't go out. Okay. Of course, true. The doctor says, you must stay in bed for at least 3 days. You mustn't go to work. Yes? So she mustn't go out. Тя не трябва да излиза. 8. She must eat only ice cream. False, of course. Okay? She has the flu. Ice cream, сладолед. She has to drink. She must drink plenty of liquids. Okay? Number 9. She must take her temperature twice a day. True. Well, in the morning and in the afternoon. What the doctor says. Okay, and last question. She must phone the doctor if she feels worse. To feel worse, да се почувствам по-зле. Okay. To feel better, да се почувствам по-добре. So, what do you think? Number 10. She must phone the doctor if she feels worse. Of course. True. Now, let's look at the words once again. Още веднъж в нашия текст имаме страхотни думи и изрази. Okay, to be back home. Да се прибирам в къщи. Внимание, можем да използваме няколко израза тук. To come back home, to get back home, to be back home. Yes? Okay? Контекст е arrive home. Okay? Абсолютно мога да кажа she comes back home earlier. She gets back home earlier or she is back home earlier. Yes? Okay, GP. General practitioner. Общо практикуващ лекар, личен лекар. As soon as possible. Възможно най-скоро. Be sick. Лошо ми е, не ми е добре. Sneeze. Кихам. Dizzy. Замаян. To have a sore throat. Възпалено гърло. Pale. Блед. Cough. Кашлям. Кашлица. Have a runny nose. Имам хрема. Headache. Главоболие. Flu. Грип. Case. Случай. В нашия контекст. A lot of cases. Много случаи. At least. Поне. Liquid. Течност. Внимание, думата може да бъде използвана и в множествено. Liquids. Окей, течности. Take the temperature. Нещо, което споменахме. Take, един смисъл. Да меря, да измеря. Окей, температура. Take the temperature. Take the pulse. Да измеря пулса. To take the blood pressure. Също. Да измеря кръвно налягане. Pills. Таблетки. Окей. Hesitate. Колебая се. Hangover. Махмурлук. Dandruff. Пърхот. Окей. Constipation. Запек. Okay. What must you do when you have a sore throat? Okay. So, definitely you mustn't eat ice cream. Am I right? Okay. And you must drink tea. Take some pills. Okay. 2. What must you do when you have a runny nose? Обърнете внимание на въпроса. What must you do? Какво е необходимо, какво трябва да направиш? What must you do? Must you. Инверсия, т.е. при въпросите. What must you do when you have a runny nose? Okay. You must go to see a doctor. Am I right? Okay. Number 3. What must you do when you have a headache? You must take an aspirin. Okay. What must you do when you have a stomachache? Once again, you must take some what? Some pills there, or you must call the doctor. Okay. What must you do when you have a temperature? Okay. Once again, you must take some pills. What must you do when you feel dizzy? Definitely. You must what? Call the doctor, and you must keep the bed. Okay. 7. What must you do when you're sick? Okay, you must stay at home. You mustn't go out. Okay. 8. You cough a lot during the night. Okay. What must you do? Okay, you must take some what? some pills. What must you do when you feel tired? Okay. You must have a rest. And the last one here, number 10. What must you do when you have a hangover, for example? Okay. You must go to sleep. Okay. I think this is something that will help. Okay. Let's go on. Our next exercise, we have to fill in must or mustn't. Okay, number 1. You must learn the verbs. When shall I say this? Кога ще кажем това? Внимание! Искам вашето внимание по отношение контекста на must. Ще кажа това, когато аз мятам наистина това за важно. You must learn the verbs. Okay? So 2. I be late for work. You mustn't be late. Or the boss will get angry. Okay. So you mustn't be late for work. Children always have breakfast. Children must always have breakfast. Yes, this is what you think is really important. Okay, 4. I tell you the truth. Must I tell you? 5. You say this to anybody. It's a secret, so you mustn't. You mustn't say this. Не трябва да казваш това на никой. Не бива. Обърнете внимание, наистина. Когато използвам отрицателната форма mustn't, ако аз кажа you mustn't do this, аз не оставям опция. Не бива, не трябва да правиш това. Okay? So 6. I leave now, so I can catch the bus. I must leave now. Okay? So I can catch the bus. 7. You talk in a library. You mustn't talk. Иска ми се да усетите как там, където имаме mustn't, много добре ще мине can't. You can't talk in a library. You're not allowed to. Не ти е позволено. Забранено е. You mustn't talk. You can't talk. Okay? 8. You park your car here. This is not a parking area, so you mustn't. You can't. Yes? Още веднъж. Там, където минава mustn't, много добре стои can't. Също. Okay, you mustn't park your car here. Не трябва да паркираш, не бива, не може. Okay, this is not a parking area. 9. He has a bad cold, so he mustn't go out yet. Ten. You copy this exercise because there are a lot of mistakes in it. Okay, you must copy once again. Okay, this exercise because there are lots of mistakes. 11. Sam eat eggs. He's allergic to them, so he mustn't. Okay. 12. I wake up early tomorrow because I do a lot of work. I must wake up early because I must, okay, do a lot of work. Okay, 13. Teenagers smoke, drink alcohol and take drugs. They mustn't do this. Okay. 14. You work so hard. You are really tired, so you mustn't work so hard. Okay. You mustn't work so hard. You're really tired. So you need some break. Okay? 15. I want to know everything about Sally. So you must tell me what you know. You must tell me. Трябва да ми кажеш. 15. 16. It's freezing outside. You mustn't go out without a hat and gloves. You mustn't go out without hat. Okay, without a hat and gloves. Peter go out before he does his lessons. Peter mustn't. Peter mustn't go out before he does his lessons. To do one's lessons, да си учи уроците. Окей. Изключително важно е да помним изрази. От всеки един урок опитайте се да запомните поне 5-10 израза. 18. My room is dirty. I must clean it. Okay. 19. How many sentences must we write for homework? Be careful, it's a question. Must we write? Okay. 20. I think your leg is broken. You must immediately go to hospital. Така, що се отнася до наречията, в нашия случай immediately. Нещо, което сме споменавали, те стоят изключително добре след спомагателен и предосновен глагол. Внимание, в нашия случай тук имаме must и съответно go. Къде стои immediately? След must и преди go. Окей.